I want to just explore this idea of gyms and singers a little bit. It's one thing that I've always really cautioned singers around, because so many people, when they attend a gym and they're not being cared for and directed by someone like yourself, a PT, there is so much opportunity to do exercises incorrectly, to have bad body form and all of those things. Can you talk us through some of those cautions around attending a gym, and where we as singers need to be mindful about what work we do in going to gyms?
Sound check. Check 1, check 2.
Okay, so that opens a can of worms here. Because even if you do have the help of somebody who is a certified fitness trainer, you might not be able to get the kind of attention that you want. And even if you had studied with me, even if you trained with me back in the day when I was just like doing all of the things that I had learned from my certification with the National Academy of Sports Medicine. But the way that I look at it now is that it's not just that if you're just throwing weights around, you know what you're doing, you might do something counterproductive for your voice. But even if you're working with a fitness trainer, they might not really understand how to meet your needs. And the reason that I say that is that our whole training paradigm right now is not premised on functionality the way that I think of functionality. I'm very interested in sports-specific training, right? I want to be able to help you, develop the best instrument that you can have for the singing that you want to do. But the modern fitness industry is premised on the idea that if you train with me, I'm going to make you look like an elite athlete. And the fastest way for me to help you look like an elite athlete is going to be to pump up your muscles fast in a way that's not necessarily functional. And that's going to be super counterproductive for your singing.
One of the challenges I've found, especially with a lot of young men who want to attend a gym and do a lot of upper body toning, is as a result of that, and my anecdotal experience with this over the years has been very much that upper body toning tends to create a lot of, upper torso tension, shoulders into the neck, which creates a lot of struggle for the voice.
Oh, yeah. Well, again, with a view to functionality, if you're thinking about how can I make this work better, right? As opposed to how can I make this look better? You're going to have a completely different paradigm.
Yeah.
Because even among, just your weekend warrior bodybuilders who aren't trying to build balance in a way that would actually earn them points in competitions, what they want to do is they want to build up the glamour muscles, right? They want to have well-defined pecs, and they want to have well-defined lats, and certainly they want to have that six-pack.
Yeah.
And women, they want to tone their arms, and they don't want to build up too much bulk. And when it's all about aesthetics, it's kind of the enemy of functionality, because you can make your arms look really great in a way that will not necessarily help you be able to throw a ball better. And you can definitely tone up your core in a way that is not going to help you breathe better. It throws everything out of balance in a way that might not be that big a problem, at least while you're still young, for people who just want to strut around and display their abs. But if you want a body that actually works, whether you want to use it to sing or you want to be able to use it to canoe and hike, your typical bodybuilding paradigm that is offered in gyms is going to throw your whole system out of whack.
Yeah.
In terms of being able to do something with precision functionally.
What do you find are some really important gym activities for a person who is predominantly focused on developing their voice, but wants to maintain fitness to be able to do that well? What do you encourage those singers who are using, facilities at a gym? What do you encourage them to do activity-wise?
Well, there are the things to do and then the things to maybe not do. In terms of the things to do, anything that improves your cardiorespiratory fitness is going to be fantastic for you as a singer. If you find that if you don't have the kind of stamina that you want as a singer, you can't make it to the end of a really, really long phrase on one breath, perhaps, or you find that you are just like running out of energy in the middle of a set or in the middle of an act if you're performing musical theater or opera, then improving your cardiorespiratory fitness is really an excellent thing to focus on because it improves your what we call your oxygen consumption and also your stroke volume. Those are the measures of cardiorespiratory fitness. Stroke volume means how many times does your heart have to beat to be able to circulate your blood? Like how often does it have to beat? So that's like your resting heart rate. Improving your stroke volume means your heart doesn't have to pump as often. Your resting heart rate goes down, which is also great for nerves. And so it's just much more efficient. How much oxygen you consume means that you don't have to breathe as frequently. So if you're singing a very, very long phrase, sometimes when you feel like you're out of breath, it might not be that you're actually out of air to power your instrument.
Yeah.
Your body might just be sending you a signal that you're out of oxygen, and so you have to take a deep breath. So that's the number one thing.
I'm really quite chuffed to hear you lay that out because the thing I'm generally encouraging singers to do who are keen to develop a healthy lifestyle and approach that by doing going to the gym is I do direct them to aerobic activities. Swimming being one of those activities that is just so great on a holistic level for the body, but also because of the way it moves the rib cage and the intercostal muscles and the flow of air.
What's important is that you do something that you enjoy, and there are lots of different things that can improve your cardiorespiratory fitness. The quick and dirty strategy is something called interval training, where you systematically engage in, and you could do this with swimming or other things too, but you can very easily do it on a treadmill or other cardio device, which is just do something that's going to raise your heart for a while, and then cool it back down, and then raise it, and then cool it back down. Because that teaches your body that you want it to be able to do this for you. And it's one of the best strategies that we have for quickly improving cardiorespiratory fitness.